Today, we're going to do something a little different. We're going to explore what a single, kind of unassuming fruit can teach us about some of life's deepest principles. Think of this less as just information and more of a quiet reflection.
You know, we spend so much of our lives being taught things, right? In classrooms, from books. But the truth is, some of the most important lessons can't be explained on a page. They have to be felt, lived, and experienced firsthand.
And that really gets to the heart of it, doesn't it? Some things just have to be tasted to be truly understood. This idea perfectly sets the stage for what we're talking about today, this really unique fruit called the ice cream mango. So let's start here with this idea of an unexpected promise. Just the name itself, ice cream mango. It's pretty intriguing, right? It sets this expectation it seems almost impossible for a simple piece of fruit to actually live up to.
So, what exactly is an ice cream mango? Well, it's a variety that's famous for its incredibly smooth, creamy texture. It's totally free of those stringy fibers you get in a lot of other mangoes. And the flavor? It genuinely has notes of vanilla ice cream. I mean, it sounds less like a fruit and more like a dessert from a fancy restaurant.
And that just raises this fascinating question, not just about the fruit itself, but about what it represents. How can something so simple, something grown from the earth, actually deliver on such a rich and decadent name? And right here, the first lesson starts to reveal itself.
The answer, it seems, is that the best, most meaningful experiences in life, well, they often don't come in flashy, attention-grabbing packages. They're kind of hidden in the simple things, the quiet moments, the totally unexpected, just waiting for us to discover them. And this idea of hidden delight, it leads us right into our next section, substance over spectacle. Or you could say, what's on the inside versus what's on the outside.
Just think about the mangoes you see at the grocery store. They're usually huge, right? Bright reds and oranges, totally designed to catch your eye. The ice cream mango, on the other hand, is often smaller, more modest looking. Its real value is hidden away on the inside.
And what's really interesting is that its growth kind of tells the same story. The tree itself is often a dwarf variety. That means it doesn't have to get huge and dominate the whole landscape to be fruitful. It thrives within its own limitations, offering this incredible richness from a place of restraint. So, the mango becomes this perfect metaphor for a totally different kind of growth. It's not about expanding outward, becoming bigger or louder. It's about cultivating what's on the inside, deepening our character, and bearing good fruit right where we are. Okay, so this brings us to the core of the whole experience. We've talked about the name, we've talked about its humble nature. Now it's time to actually taste the truth, to understand what this inner experience really feels like and what it all symbolizes.
The one thing that truly defines this fruit is its texture, that smooth, buttery consistency, completely free of any tough, stringy bits. Spiritually, this becomes a really powerful symbol for a life where all that internal resistance, that bitterness, those tangled up parts of us have been smoothed away.
So, what does that taste like spiritually? If we translate that physical sensation, we're really talking about a life that feels whole, unified, and gentle. A life where what comes from within us is nourishing and smooth, not all tangled up and rough.
And you just can't understand that by reading about it. I mean, you can describe the mango all day long, creamy, sweet, vanilla-like, but the words are just pointers. Real understanding only comes when you taste it for yourself. And it's the same way with the deepest truths about life. They have to be experienced.
This whole experience of inner sweetness brings us to our final and maybe most crucial lesson, the fruit of stillness. Because this kind of quality, this kind of goodness, it's not made overnight. You can't rush it. It takes patience, timing, and a natural process.
For any mango to really reach its full potential, it needs three things: warmth, time, and patience. If you pick it too early, it's just sour. If you try to rush the process, it's going to be a disappointment. That full, amazing sweetness only develops when the fruit is allowed to mature in its own proper season.
And that right there is the ultimate lesson of the ice cream mango. A life that's guided by patient, inward cultivation starts to become like the fruit itself. The hard edges begin to soften, the internal tangles smooth out, and this genuine sweetness starts to emerge, one you just can't fake or manufacture. It can only be grown.
What a beautiful, simple thought to end on. It's such a powerful reminder that the most profound things in our lives are often not flashy, they're not forced. They just have this quiet, unmistakable goodness to them. And it leaves you with a question, doesn't it? What unassuming sources of sweetness might we be overlooking in our own lives?